When you've been making games for as long as I have, there are a number of things that you immediately pick up on when playing a game for the first time. One of those is whether developers have decided to spend their animation budget, or more importantly, where they have not. When I started playing Zenless Zone Zero, I picked up on quite a few places where MiHoYo is saving money on the animation budget, ostensibly to put all of that money back into those incredible combat animations they have. For instance, notice that when you talk to most NPCs, there's absolutely no interaction animation. They don't even turn to acknowledge you. There's no hand waving, there's no attempt at lip syncing. They just stand there playing the exact same idle loop as they were when you weren't talking to them. A little bit of money saved right there. Also notice that they're using a side-by-side panel method of delivering most story conversations. If you played Guild Wars 2 back in the early days, they used this method quite a bit before abandoning it in favor of something a little bit more interactive. And now, this isn't just a stylistic choice. This saves on animation and cinematic costs. Camera work necessary here, there's no additional animations, just each character playing one or two idle loops with minimal lip motions. Again, cost saved. Another thing I noticed is how they're saving on the end combat sequence. All they do really for the end combat sequence is take the last frame that played when the combat ended and render it into a 2D projection from different camera angles. And then they play each of those frames in sequence along with some splash effects in order to dress it up a bit. Just like that, you've got a dynamic end combat sequence using assets that you've already created. Very smart. I think it's worth noting that even though MiHoYo is the most profitable private gaming company in the world, they're still being very smart about where they spend their budget, right? All about focus. MiHoYo is focusing on a lot of their stylistic combat animations and gameplay, and then reducing effort in terms of areas in NPC interactions and other parts of the game. This doesn't mean they're cutting corners. It means they're being very smart about where they focus their effort. Board game companies should really pay attention.